I feel like I'm absolutely wearing the perfect t-shirt for today's video, which is going to be another episode of Empties. Oh my god. Oh my god. If you just witnessed my backdrop attack me, this little guy was responsible for it. Back in the day when I was filming videos, I used to kind of just shut them in the bedroom, my cats, and be like, you know, let me do this peacefully. But then I felt like, you know, this is their house also, I shouldn't do that. So now I let them roam free and I suffer the consequences. I'm gonna regret that. This is where us weirdos who like using a lot of beauty products collect all of the stuff that we finish off, and instead of throwing it into the dustbin or recycling it like normal people, we just keep it in a box or a bag somewhere in our house. So in today's video, I'm gonna go over all of this stuff in this overflowing tub and give you guys mini reviews of everything. And I'll also tell you guys what stuff I'm repurchasing. I buy and try and get a lot of new products. If I'm repurchasing it, it's extra special. As with all of my Empties videos, I'm gonna go with hair care, skincare, makeup and body care in that order. I will try to be concise, but these videos do run a little bit long. So if you would like to jump to a particular section, just go below this video, click show more, and I will list the timestamps for each section. And there'll also be a full list of every single product I mention in this video. Let's just get into it. Let's start with shampoo. The first thing that I finished up, TRESemmé Keratin Smooth Shampoo. I've used up a few bottles of these in the past. It says up to 100% smoother, shiny hair. I have hair that's naturally pretty frizzy. Whenever I use shampoos that promise smoothening or straightening effect, I do see a little bit of a difference. It's not gonna take the place of styling your hair after wash. Like if you need to blow dry your hair, if you need to straighten your hair, like you still need to do those things, but there is a subtle difference that's noticeable. Like next for Matrix, I have the oil therapy range, the shampoo and conditioner. I thought it was really hydrating. I do tend to go for products that are super hydrating because my hair type, with being naturally wavy, also leans just naturally drier. This worked quite well for me and I think it's a really nice range, especially for the price. Since I mentioned dry frizzy hair, I'll often like eschew conditioner and go directly to hair masks because they do the work of a conditioner but they work a little extra harder. So I have a couple of hair masks. The first one is this L'Oreal Fall Repair 3X 1 minute treatment mask. Please keep it on for at least like 3 minutes if you want to see a difference. Firstly, the range is supposed to be fall repair, but if you're experiencing hair fall, it's something that you need to tackle from a root level. Conditioners and masks should never be put on the roots. They should always be put from your mid to your end. I feel that this product can't really decide what it wants to be. When I used this, my hair felt really slippery, but I don't think it was good. The Wella Elements Renewing Mask with 0 parabens. This one I really enjoyed using. I felt like it really did sort of nourish my hair and improve the condition of it without that overt slippery feeling that I got from the previous mask. For after wash stuff, I got from Wella EME the Perfect Me Lightweight BB Lotion. So this is a cream based after wash conditioner and I really like cream based after wash products more than gels or oils or anything. One little problem that I did have is the pump stopped working when there was still product in there, so I could just sort of open the bottle and still use the product. I didn't waste. I'm sure it's just a defect that happened with one bottle. Would still recommend. Over the years, I think I have used dry shampoo a lot less, but as someone with greasy roots in a humid city, a little bit of dry shampoo often goes a really long way if you don't wash your hair every single day. This mini is very useful if you want to put it in like your daily makeup bag or your gym bag, or of course for travel. So I bought a lot of minis. Batiste makes the best dry shampoo out there, period. For skincare, we're gonna start with face washes. I'm gonna go from the most affordable ones to the slightly more high-end. So let's start with these cute tiny mini face washes from Clean & Clear. These are both from their Morning Energy range. There's the Energizing Lemon and the Brightening Berry. I really like that these face washes are so tiny. They're just handy to keep with you if you want to carry one with you every day. These are so affordable and they're targeted more at like teenagers and all. I think it works pretty well. They're gel-based face washes. They have fragrance, but for the price, I feel like really can't complain. So if you've used those Clean and Clear face washes and now you want to move to a different gel-based face wash that is a little bit more expensive but better, you should go for this Neutrogena Deep Clean one. I don't even remember when I bought this one, but this also is a nice handy small size. You can get it in the large size as well. It's made for normal to oily skin. It's really gentle but it's also very effective. I really enjoyed using this, and if I didn't have a lot of face washes at home already, I would repurchase this one. From Ole Henriksen, I have the Find Your Balance Oil Control Cleanser. Ole Henriksen isn't available in India. I got this from USA. I did get like pretty much the whole range, like the CTM Cleanse Don't Moisturize. Though I haven't used the other two products, I used this face wash because I didn't store it properly. The tube started splitting a little. I really didn't want to waste it and I used it quickly. The ingredients in this are really interesting. It has green fusion complex, neem seed oil, as well as glycolic and lactic acid. So those are like AHAs that chemically exfoliate your skin. I use this face wash every day and I did not see any irritation. It was a nice face wash to use. It does have a really strong fragrance, and if you've ever eaten after 8 chocolates, which have a very sweet and also really strong menthol fragrance, this smelled exactly like after 8s, like that filling inside the chocolate. Oh my god, this was just that. So I had a good enough experience using it, but I'm not sure if good enough to repurchase it. It's time to talk about toners. I'm very much a toner person and I like having it in my routine. I know that there are people who are like, oh, what does toner do? But as someone with kind of oily skin and all, I really like that toner will sort of remove any last traces of makeup or dirt. The one that I have here is from Oriflame. It's the Eco Beauty Rose Chamomile Toner. It is kind of a watery texture. Most toners you get here have the watery texture, but when you start using Korean toners, those have like a thicker texture. What is an ideal toner texture? I don't know. It's messed with my mind a little. But that being said, I really liked using this. It was gentle but effective, and the fact that it comes in a spray container, this lasted a really long time. So when they come in a bottle which you can just pour out, you always tend to use too much and it finishes off really quickly. This one I have been using for so long. There's still a little bit inside. Since I was filming this Empties, I put it here, but I have like a week's use still. So for that only, I think it definitely deserves a recommendation. Onto the serum step from Claire's, I have the Rich Moist Soothing Serum. If you're watching this and you're thinking, oh, what does serum really do? Then you're in luck, because I actually wrote a sort of a detailed blog post on why you need to have serums in your routine. That being said, this was fun to use, but I wouldn't repurchase it again just because I want my serum to have some active ingredients. This one just kind of hydrates and soothes. I feel like a serum should do more. There is a reason this doesn't have any active ingredients in it. It's because they recommend you use it with the next product I'm going to talk about, which is the Pure Vitamin C drops, and they say that you need to take 2-3 drops of this vitamin C, mix it with this. That kind of works together because the vitamin C is kind of concentrated and strong. You know, I really wouldn't recommend this. When I reviewed it, I did recommend it, but the vitamin C serum oxidized on me. I felt like it was a waste, because I used it really regularly, but you need 2 or 3 drops of it only, like each time. I only used about this much of it when it originally came. It was clear, but the color of it now, this looks like beer or something else that we won't talk about, but what is glaringly obvious. But we are polite people, so we won't say it. And when the vitamin C oxidizes, it actually doesn't hold any benefits anymore, and in fact, if you put it on your skin, it can irritate your skin, so I had to throw it out. And there are ways that you can prevent it from oxidizing. Really keep it away from sunlight, keep it in a dark place, and apparently some people like keeping it in the fridge also. So these are things you can try if you want to purchase the Claire's vitamin C serum. If you are not that particular, then I would say don't buy this, because if you do, it's like a race against time. You really have to use it quickly or it will go bad. And the last part of skincare is moisturizers. From Etude House, I have the Bubble Tea Sleeping Pack. This is one of the products that I bought purely because of how cute, how kawaii it looked. It was a thicker gel moisturizer that you put on at night, like a night cream. At the bottom of it, there were literally like these boba, which were also moisturizers. It was just the cutest thing ever. The gel was good, it was nourishing, but also there was a really strong fragrance. If you have sensitive skin, you should really be avoiding all fragrance products. The fact that it was so cute, that's something that attracted me to buying it in the first place, back when I didn't really know so much about skincare. I finished it up, but wouldn't really recommend it because I don't think it'll actually help your skin that much. From ഑ᴜ, I have the green tea and chamomile night cream. This is sensitivity tested, fragrance free, and it has vitamin E to maintain continuous hydration all night long. It's actually for normal to dry skin. It's a pretty good cream. The fact that it's fragrance free is the best, and it's a nice emollient night cream. It really is richer, but at the same time non-greasy and absorbs really fast. Excellent formulation, and I have skin that leans oily but is still dehydrated, and this never made me look greasy. In fact, I could even use this during the day. It is so nice, and you can actually often nab this on a really discounted price. So I think I'm going to repurchase it soon, because I do have moisturizers right now, but this turned out to be like a hidden gem. Didn't go in with any expectations, and it impressed me a lot. From Ole Henriksen, I have the Sheer Transformation Cream. This is actually a mini size because I got it as part of a kit of Ole Henriksen's. When you buy it on its own, it's obviously going to be a bigger amount. I really enjoyed using this moisturizer. It has vitamin C complex, licorice root, and pea extract, and it's actually supposed to be a skin repairing kind of cream. This also was like really nice, and it finished off too quickly because it was just 15 ml. If I had easy access to Ole Henriksen in India, I would definitely order it. This was good, and I really hope the brand thinks of coming to India soon, because we've been getting a lot of new brands. We've gotten Pixie now, we also have Paula's Choice, so it's not too far off to hope that Ole Henriksen would come too. The Klairs Midnight Blue Calming Cream is not so much of a moisturizer, but it's more of pot treatment type of cream for me, and I love using this when I have skin that's really angry, irritated, or inflamed, be it like hormonal breakouts or maybe like I shaved my face. Nothing has worked better at calming it down than this. Even when I've used irritating products and woken up with kind of like bad reactions in the morning, I just put some of this on, and it helps with calming and healing my skin in such a good way. It is one of the best products that I've tested in the year 2019, and this is definitely going to be one of those forever repurchase products. If you have sensitive skin, acne prone skin, don't even think about it, like just get it. You need this in your life. So this time I also saved the packaging of single use like disposable skincare products. I guess I'll just go over them. From Etude House, I have the green tea nose pack. I know these nose packs are actually not supposed to be good for your nose, as satisfying as they are, because they kind of like rip your pores out like a little violently, and they do take out like that dirty stuff that you want to be removed, but it actually leaves your skin more damaged. I enjoyed using this because it wasn't as harsh as many nose packs I've tried in the past. It was actually really gentle, and I do feel like it made a difference. It even has a little bit of active ingredient in it, which is green tea extract, which is supposed to help with like the sebum and all in your nose. So I would recommend this. Also from Etude House, I bought the cherry lip gel patch. I'm sure I only got this because of how strange it looked, and I actually shared on Instagram stories when I put this on. I straight up looked like a serial killer. I looked terrifying with those lips on top of my lips. If you're wondering what it's supposed to do, it's a hydrogel patch that hydrates and soothes, and is supposed to leave your lips soft, supple, and smooth. Does it work better than just a nice lip balm would? No. Do I think it's like value for money based on just its use? No, but Did I think it was fun and did I enjoy using it as a novelty? Yes. So I think that if you just want to try it, or you're doing like a spa day at home or a girl's day in at home, it's a fun product. But if you are like very sensible and pragmatic and you buy things based on their like efficacy, then I would not recommend this. So that's kind of like your decision. So a few different sheet masks that I used recently. I didn't really save all of them, but I did save some. Now I feel really conflicted about sheet masks because on the one hand I enjoy using them, but on the other hand they're actually not the most sustainable product, and also they are kind of wasteful. And I also recently got to meet Paula Bagoon, who is the founder of like the really famous Paula's Choice skincare, and she was saying that sheet masks are like nonsense. They're a waste of money because there's no evidence that they work any better than good skincare or a good moisturizer would. But that being said, I find putting on a sheet mask to be a really relaxing experience. I don't do it often, but when I do, it makes me feel so good, and it's also kind of easy. I've completely stopped buying new sheet masks, but I do have a lot at home, so I think I am going to continue using them. I'm also going to ask you guys to weigh in on this debate. What do you feel about sheet masks? Because I know that there are people who like them, there are people who hate them. So I'd love to know, like, right now, where do you stand? Because I'm somewhere in the middle. I know that they are not the most effective product, but also I enjoy using them. The aloe mask from Etude House I used when my skin was angry, and I think it did have sort of a little bit of a soothing effect that aloe does. Then the Leader's Solution mask is just something I picked up in Bangkok. My skin felt kind of hydrated after. And this is the Dr. Sheth's basic brightening sheet mask. This one I actually used on my mum, and it has Japanese citrus extract, vitamin E, lipopeptides. Like, Dr. Sheth's is a very science-based Indian skincare brand. This one seems like a sheet mask that would actually help. One thing I noticed when I used this is there was a lot of excess serum in the sheet mask. It really did give that extra hydrating effect because of it. There was so much serum, you could easily slather it on your neck and stuff. And I was impressed with this Dr. Sheth's mask over these masks, but then also these were cheap and this was expensive, so I guess that fits. I'm still using face razors, still enjoying them, and I still only just use one brand, which is like Feather Peony, because I think they make the absolute best face razors. There are cheaper ones available, but the quality of these is really good. It lasts quite a while. So I use this between my brows and on my upper lip area, and now I also sometimes wax these areas. So if the hair is grown a little bit longer, you can wax, and yes, it does hurt a little, but the effect lasts longer. With shaving, there's no pain, but you kind of just have to do it more often. So I just use both of these methods based on like the state of my face and my mood, I guess. I have so few makeup things, which is really funny, like, because back when I started I used to be all about makeup and very little skincare, and now there's so much of skincare, hair care, and a teeny tiny amount of makeup, but we'll get through it quickly, right? From Deborah Milano, I have the Divine Volume and Curves mascara. This is already like the second tube that I finished up. This had a really nice shaped brush. It gave my lashes good lift, good volume, and good separation. Volume is my number one concern because naturally my lashes are pretty long, but they are not so dark. So mascara just kind of brings attention to them. Like, I want that thickening and that like nice dark lashes look. So this was really great. Like, the fact that I finished up one and bought it a second time should tell you that. Still would recommend this one. From Etude House, I have one My Beauty Tool eyelashes. This is the number 3 volume eyelashes. We have a lot of Etude House stuff in India, but I don't think they have their false eyelashes in India yet. I picked this up on a trip to Bangkok. When I did, I was going through an intense false eyelash phase, and then I just kind of stopped using them, and I had so many. The good thing about false eyelashes is if you haven't used them, like, they don't expire or anything. The glue goes bad, you buy new glue, but your lashes are still good. I was recently like going to a party and I wanted to look like a little bit extra compared to usual, so I put on some lashes. I really like these. They gave me volume. They were not super dramatic that they screamed falsies. They just look nice, I think. They were extremely comfortable to wear. Number 3 is something that tells you how intense the lashes are going to be, with 1 being the most subtle and 4 being the most dramatic. I actually could have reused them because even when I removed them, they were still in really good shape. But I didn't end up storing them properly, and then I said I don't want to take a chance, so I threw them out. But if you like wearing falsies, I think you'll love these. So now I have a couple of makeup removers. I couldn't decide whether this should go in skincare, but since they are makeup removers, I put them in the makeup section. From this Thai brand called Dr. Somchai, I got the micellar cleansing water. And it also had like coconut water or coconut oil in it, but I picked it up because I like the dispenser. So you actually have to just put your cotton pad or whatever on this and then just sort of pump it. This was a very disappointing product. It just didn't work as well as other micellar waters. If it got near your eyes, it did burn and it was just so irritating. I would stay 5 miles away from Dr. Somchai now because he does not know how to formulate a micellar water. From Maybelline, I have the Clean Express Total Clean. Did they really have to say clean twice? Express Eye and Lip Makeup Remover. Did they also say Express twice? Clean Express, Express Eye and Lip. This is a very confusingly named product. I enjoyed using this, especially if you have like stubborn eyelash makeup or if you put on like a liquid matte lipstick. This makes really quick work out of it, so I would recommend it. I wouldn't repurchase it now just because I am very firmly on that micellar water bandwagon. Like Garnier micellar waters, I love it. It's affordable, it's effective, and it also has skincare benefits. I figure why even go for old-fashioned makeup removers. Now we're finally at the last section of this video, which is body care. So first thing I have is Bath & Body Works White Citrus Shower Gel. Bath & Body Works is in India now, but I did receive this as a gift from a family friend. You should get similar fragrances here though. I really like the whole white citrus scent. I feel like it was perfectly balanced, not too citrusy but not like floral. It was just a nice refreshing fragrance. I don't always get fancy Bath & Body Works type shower gels, but whenever I do, I feel like bath time is just an elevated experience when you have like a nice smelling shower gel. I have one body scrub also from Ole Henriksen. Also, it was part of that kit I was telling you about that I got some time ago. This is the Rub and Buff Salt Scrub. And I kind of have mixed feelings about this. I like that it also had a cream base other than the salt. The scrub was not super abrasive. The grit of the salt also was quite fine because sometimes you do get like the chunky rock salt type of thing that can be rough. The fragrance is supposed to be lemongrass and lavender oil, and the weird thing is I love both of those fragrances separately. Like they are my 2 favorite smelling essential oils, but combine them both, they just don't work, or at least they don't work in this product. If you do like using body scrubs on a regular basis though, then this is a nice one because it was effective but gentle compared to other body scrubs I've tried, so you could easily use this every other day even. They themselves recommend using it twice or thrice weekly. I have a bunch of moisturizers because I've taken body moisturizing more seriously lately, because if you didn't watch my last haul video, I recently discovered that I have eczema, which means I really need to be on top of moisturizing my body and using good soothing but extra hydrating moisturizers. So first, this is something that I've also had a while. I don't even remember when I got this. This is from this brand called Madara Organic Skincare, and it's the nourishing cream for dry or very dry skin. I really like using this. It didn't have a fragrance and it was really quite rich, and it had that like nice emollient texture that I like. So I would recommend it for dry skin, or if you're prone to eczema, I think this would be good for you. From Himalaya, I have the Cocoa Butter Intensive Body Lotion for extra dry skin. This did have a little bit of a fragrance, but otherwise it's really nice and hydrating, and I did enjoy using this one. I don't think it's particularly eczema friendly, but if you're looking for a pretty cost-effective nourishing cream, especially for the winter now for your bodies, this might be a good option to look at. From Palmer's, I have the Cocoa Butter Formula Skin Therapy Oil with vitamin E, and I've had this lying for so long, and I'm so glad that I finally finished it off. They make a lot of tall promises. It's supposed to work on scars, stretch marks, dry damaged skin, uneven skin tone, and aging skin. It also has a mild rosehip fragrance. I'm kind of skeptical about this because it wasn't a bad product, and oils can be sort of soothing. Oils can be good to use in your routine because they help create a healthy barrier and trap the moisture inside. In winter, I like using a little bit of oil also because it just kind of gives you that protection from the cold, dry air. That being said, I don't really think that this product is everything it claims to be. And if you really go through the ingredient list, it's really not that strong or promising or confidence inducing. So I enjoyed using this, and if it works for some people, also great, but I don't think I'd be repurchasing it. So I have one Crabtree Evelyn hand cream. They call them hand therapy. This is the pomegranate, argan and grapeseed. So when I first came across Crabtree Evelyn, I was still in that stage when I was buying things solely if they looked cute to me, and Crabtree Evelyn has this old British vibe, and they have these metal tubes. It just looks really twee and really cute. So I bought way too many of their creams, like so many. They're all super strongly fragranced. If you like fragrance in your products, you're gonna love it. Like, it's a treat for your senses. But also, if you have eczema like me, you should be avoiding fragrances in all of your skincare. So catch-22 situation. If these kind of creams make you happy, they're nice, but they're also a little bit overpriced, and their skincare benefits are not that strong. I'm glad I finished this. I'm sure I have some more that I need to work on finishing, but I will not be buying any more of these anytime soon. And the very final product I have for this version of Empties is the Sweet Full Body Waxing Kit. I have the sensitive skin variant, and this has almond oil and vitamin E. This is 20 strips. So when you get them, they're actually 2 strips stuck together. So you just kind of get 10 of those. I basically use this on my underarms, and you can actually even use it on your face if you cut the strips, or anywhere else on your body. It's pretty safe to use anywhere. They've even come out with face waxing strips, so I kind of use those for my face and this for my underarms. It's very easy to do at home. It's also very cost effective compared to going to the parlor. I don't mind going and spending for waxing, but I find it difficult to like actually make an appointment, go there, you end up waiting there. And then also sometimes like parlor ladies can be really nosy or really rude or mean in some ways. So I guess I just like to avoid that experience and do it myself at home. So that was it for this version of Empties. I think I've given myself a sore throat. If by some miracle you're actually watching till the end, I love you. Thank you so much. And give me a sign that you watched till the end. Leave a coconut emoji in the comments. Like, no one's gonna do this. No one's gonna have watched this till the end. Magali, it went on forever. I'll see all of you all next time. Bye.